Welcome, everybody. It is my pleasure to welcome you to another installment of the Great Attorney Chronicles. We are in case 2 of the second game, and I can't wait to do this. First things first, there's a reason I haven't been playing the Great Attorney Chronicles as much as I want to. My voice almost gave out last time I played this game. I was kind of not. Oh, I just noticed that there we go. I just kind of like, I sent like a little tweet after I finished the last Ace Attorney stream that my voice wasn't feeling too good, and somebody gave me a suggestion of some throat helping tea, which I have now right beside me. You can't see that, but I'm pointing at it right now. Maybe if I do this, you can hear the clinking of my cup and the fact that my spoon is now trapped in the tea bag, of course. Yeah, so I'm gonna be taking a few sips of that as needed. I also have my water. They also tell me coconut water, and mixed coconut water and something else. And I'm not the biggest fan of coconut water, says the Islander. So yeah. No, it's not that I wouldn't do coconut water, it's that, yeah. But yeah, that's kind of the reason why I haven't been playing Ace Attorney Chronicles as much. It's not that I don't want to play it, because we thought that a very important point is that my voice just... I need to protect my voice. Especially since I officially marked this, if you notice the text, as voice acting. Because I just noticed, I pretty much voice act almost all the characters here. Might as well just mark it there. So, without further ado, shall we do this? I'll keep everything ready to go. What if I do this though? Give me a second. Oh, that doesn't look good. I don't like that. Okay, a little bit of... I'll just keep it doing like this and this. A little bit of secrets behind the hood. I haven't shown like a game. I haven't shown like how my setup is, but I have like 2 larger screens, like wide screens, and I have a smaller like 4x3 screen, which is where I have my stats and everything, but not my OBS. My OBS is on one of the bigger screens, and my game is on the other bigger screen. So I tried putting my OBS on the smaller screen, and everything's just so scrunched that it's virtually impossible for me to find anything. So yeah, we're just gonna keep it as it is right now. It works for me. This pleases me. Let's continue to the Memoirs of the Clouded Kokoto. Now, at this point, my client's just guilty, right? But wait, we still have a very special thing we can do. So let's hear why they think my client is guilty. And then we're gonna destroy their arguments one by one. I'm gonna take like a bit of water. Wow, you can hear that. I'm sorry. I need to fix that. Okay, good. The victim may not be well off, but he's a noble man and straight up. There's no reason to doubt the man. Who was the victim? Oh yeah, I forgot. We don't have a... Yeah, I'm sorry, you can hear that. He's... yeah, the victim's not dead. He was just like poisoned, but he's still good. Well, I did declare the good gentleman has no reason to lie. In fact, I think he's rather splendid. If only you knew, darling, if only you knew. Just look at the accused by comparison. He's Japanese, stoops all the while, and has a mustache, very fishy. Why is Japanese the problem here? There's no evidence to suggest the gangling actor is a fraudman. For now, at least. Huh. Do we have any such evidence? That would be interesting. Oh, I really don't care. Like, we just need this trial to end quickly. I forget that this guy has a very soft voice, actually. Hey, what's up, Mr. I miss nothing when you reach my age, you know? Nothing at all. This is so flimsy. I knew it. Every single one of them seems completely convinced. Yeah, but some of them are very flimsy, actually. It would seem that all jurors have come to the conclusion that Mr. Shakespeare is a fine, upstanding, and honest citizen. If you ask me, they've all been bewitched by his strange theatrical movements. And sadly, Mr. Natsume nothing Mr. Natsume said appears to have registered at all. Well, here goes. Let's not forget. I pleaded with the jury on Satsuki-san's behalf before, and it worked. So you never were. No. Before we begin, it might be an idea for me to remind you exactly how semester examination works, Mr. Naruhado. It's been a while, so I would take it. Oh. Well, you're still very new to British law after all. That's true, I suppose, and Satsuki-san's fate is entirely in my hands now. There's always a chance I might have forgotten some crucial detail. Perhaps I should hear Susato-san out. I wonder, should I let her talk me through it again or not? Not bother. So if you remember how this whole thing goes, just press no need. But it's been months since I did this, so let's just refresh my memory for a sec. Alright, so if you remember, the key to changing the jurors' minds is the things that they say themselves. Yes, it's coming back to me. First, it's important to listen very carefully to each juror's statements. Then, if it sounds as though one of these statements might contradict another, I have to pit the corresponding two jurors against each other to prove one or the other of them wrong. Yes, that's right. In many ways, it's very similar to a normal cross-examination. Alright then, all that remains now is to do it. Yo, Grilled Shisu, how are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Hi, welcome to the Greatest Attorney. I am just about to prove that my client is not guilty. Hopefully. Without further ado, please, counsel, proceed with the summation examination. Wish me luck. Yes, my lord. Ooh, this is hot. So let's see what we can get as a rebuttal. Oh my god, look at that guy's face. He's got such a punchable face. I just wanna... Okay, so let's look at each of these ones and see which one is... sounds like weird. Ha. That's an interesting flavor for a tea. Alright. I can always like press them and see what they have to say. I'm doing great. Like, I hope that my voice sticks around because this stream is bound to be for, let me see, 5, 6, 7. I plan to stream for around 5 hours. This is going to be the first half, and the second half is going to be Mario Kart with friends. With my friend Blazing Aura, Gobi, and some of his friends as well. So, yeah, I hope my voice keeps up. Well, there are plenty of people in London who seem noble but poor. Couldn't some of them also be liars? I've no doubt about it. Like that shaky client of yours, for example. Absolutely not! Mr. Natsume is no liar. Ooh, yes. Look, the point is, the only thing that's past the victim list is... Okay, the only thing that passed that victim's lips that night was that Japanese man's tea. When you take the castman's testimony into account as well, the truth couldn't be any clearer. Yo! Excited to watch. Of course, of course. Thank you, of course. You know, you are more than welcome to stick around, whether here or on Gobi's stream. I'm just putting my stream as like kind of a. I'm just gonna put my stream as kind of like an alternate view. If you want to see how an actual Mario Kart player plays instead of Gobi how he plays, it's gonna be fun. Okay, that is a very interesting flavor. I think I'm gonna have to get some honey for that. That's alarmingly logical. Well, let me be frank here. I'm a gentleman with a gentleman's values. If it turns out that the old Shakespearean chum is a rotten liar after all, I'd gladly change my decision about the defendant. And I'm sure my fellow gentlemen on the jury would do the same. Isn't that right? Well, yes, perhaps, though I don't see it happening. What was that? Early end at the end here, you know? You have to speak up. Look, I really don't care about all this nonsense. I just need the trial to be over. How many gentlemen do we actually have on the jury then? Alright, sir. I may hold you to that. Don't forget what you said. Alright, if you can show me that victim's a liar, I'll reconsider my position. Let me see what's on the court records right now. I don't think there's anything here in particular that would tell me that this guy's a liar, so let's just move on to the next one. Okay, he has no reason to lie. Let's see what we can do about this one. So, are you saying you believe the man to be trustworthy because he's rather splendid? Hey, Emma! What's up? How are you doing? Welcome! I am so glad to see you here. I'm currently playing this with my husband right now. Great game. Okay, quick. Tell me right now. Which case are you in? It's totally worth it. I've had so much fun with this game. But tell me, like, are you just starting out? Or are you, like, almost near the end? Are you in the middle? Like, which case are you in? Because depending on what happens, depending on what I'm gonna have to tell you about, you know, being here. Because honestly, the big thing is I don't want to spoil you, but I'm gonna keep playing regardless. Sorry. Wait, there's no sound? Oh yeah, the game's great. Oh, no worries. You can lurk all you want. It's fine. We have snacks and everything. We're in the very last case. Oh, okay then. By all means, sit around, lurk all you want. We have snacks over here, and you know, whatever you are, more than welcome to sit around. And they have told me, particularly the third case, they've told me the third case gets really wild, and I can't wait. But we're still in the second case of the second game, so I'm just gonna walk right along. So, are you saying you believed you meant to be— Okay, yeah, I read this already. No, that's not what I said. The point is, the man is the victim here. What reason would he have to lie? Some crazy guys get crazy for sure. Oh, I am expecting them to get crazy. That is, for me, the epitome of Ace Attorney. Just going balls to the walls crazy. Oh, I forgot to change that. Apparently that's not true. The point, like, you don't have to like mute the tab. You can always mute the stream if you need to, because apparently that's not true, you know. The fact that if you mute the stream then it lowers the viewer count. But yeah. Yeah, remind me to change that after the stream. And yes, he is rather splendid. So you say, yet again. I think this woman is thirsty. Just saying. Meanwhile, the man who stands accused behaves so suspiciously. It's exhausting to look at him. I'm afraid he's not splendid at all. Well, I'm sorry. I mean, my guy has been accused of being a murderer twice in a row in less than a week. Of course he would be like that. Splendid logic there, madame. Thank you so much. Sheesh. The nerve of some people. Wait. Not only because he's Japanese, because of his posture, it's also because he has a I mean, you have something against mustache people? I mean, this guy has a mustache. Do you have something against that guy? I think this guy's just a little bit prejudiced against mustaches. And Japanese people, but mustache. Dude. No. Not one of those things is a reason to find the defendant guilty. But he is fishy. There's no point dancing around the fact. He's Japanese. He has a mustache and he stoops. You see, you arrive at the conclusion in just 3 steps. 3 steps, like a waltz, in fact. You know, the more I think about it, the more this trial seems like a dance. You seem to be several steps ahead of yourself, though, and you're on the wrong foot. No! There is nothing but circumstantial evidence here. There's no actual proof of the defendant's guilt. But the victim's version of events is backed up by what the big shin man next to him says, isn't it? 1. He saw the Japanese man there. 2. He saw no one else. And 3. He saw the Japanese man there. That's another 3 steps. That's another 3 steps. All this really does seem more and more like a waltz, doesn't it? Right, and the prosecution would waltz its way to victory if I let you speak much more. Yeah, this guy's absolutely... There's no evidence to suggest that the gangly actor is a fraudsman. I think this is the point I need. Let's talk to her. A fraudsman? What do you mean by that, madam? It really is a most tiresome problem for the company. Most irritating. We can be absolutely certain that a customer is stealing from us, but without hard evidence, we can't even threaten to take action for fear of being sued. I'm sorry, you've lost me a little there. Who are you? I think this woman is in the wrong place. I'm the wife of Augustus Altamont, owner of the Altamont Gas Company. Good gracious! Altamont Gas, you say? Gas is the future of energy in this country and around the globe. But proper handling is essential. As I'm sure an employee from the East End branch office will be the first to agree. Absolutely, Lady Quimby. Gotta be used properly. Altamont Gas is the best in the world, of course. Of course you said that. Failure to say that would mean your job. Of course you said that. I'm just gonna take some tea for that. I think we almost solved the mystery of the bow from earlier, Mr. Naruhodo. Right. He bowed in deference to his employer's wife, did he? So, would I be right in assuming that the reason Mr. Meterman was watching what Mr. Shansby was up to in his room? I'm afraid there's no end to the lengths of the population of the East End will go in order to steal our gas. So I really have no choice when the company identifies somebody as a possible fraudsman. But to dispatch a worker to watch the suspect day and night. We're very thorough in our investigations. Wait, so you mean Mr. Shakespeare is... I wouldn't come out and say it in public. But you can't finish that sentence with a crappy little gas thief. You have noticed the public gallery in here, have you? The eye of the man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen. Faith, wouldst thou warn me with thy words, were I to let them penetrate the skin? But Seraph hear no insults, only choirs of angels in song. We may not have evidence yet, but my workers won't stop buzzing around until they find it. And when they do, you'll find yourself blasted back to your angelic heights in an ultimate gas... Sorry. In an ultimate gas explosion! So Mr. Shakespeare has been stealing gas. I wonder, juror number 4, if you wouldn't mind adding that information to your statement. My pleasure. Was it the bit about ripping that thief apart you enjoyed? A little before the part about abject violence, if it's not too much trouble. Please, we are in a court of law, and we are investigating the case of somebody who got poisoned. We don't need more violence here. We don't need another crime. Yes, of course. Okay, this could be it. This could shift the balance. Okay, let's start this. The victim puts up a fine performance, but in reality, is a common thief of my company's gas. Alright. So let's do this pitting up. I'm gonna pit you against you. Objection. Yes! Let's do this! These two statements clearly contradict each other. Good gracious! To whose statement do you refer, counsel? Juror number 1. What are you yelling about, lad? I presume you heard juror's number 4's statement, made by the wife of the owner of Altamont Gas. Well, yes. The victim, who you claim to be a noble, straight-up man, in fact, turns out to be a common thief. Oh, so the good lad says. Well, there's no evidence, is there? You and I both heard him say as much. It's true. We don't have evidence as such. Just yet. But the claims are baseless, you know. What? You heard me. Seeing as his operation has already been compromised. It would suggest that the court hears testimony from our estate and branch office employee over there. I'll do whatever you say, my lady. Gasman's honor. I still have my suspicions about you, though. Juror number 1. You say you're a man of your word. If I could show that Mr. Shakespeare was a liar, you assured me that you would reconsider your decision about the defendant's guilt. Oh, yes, I did say that. And as a man of honor, I'll hold to it. And I'm sure all the gentlemen of the jury will. Me? Well, yes. Now we find that the man's a liar, perhaps we ought to consider the matter further. Well, if I'm perfectly... No, sorry. Well, if I'm perfectly honest, I haven't heard half of what y'all been saying. So if it means you recap a few points, I will suit me down the ground. Oh no, I'm not having that part of this. I want this trial over and done with. In that case, I shall change my leaning. Alright, so Mr. William Shakespeare, if that is your real name, we, the jury, demand to know exactly what kind of a man you really are. Woo! We actually did it. We're actually that close, that much closer. That's 4 jurors. 4 for not guilty. Yes, Mr. Naruhodo. Victory! Oh, we did it! The case can continue! Order! Order! Well, this is quite extraordinary, I must say. As a result of the defense's submission examination, the jury's leaning has changed. Now, only 2 jurors say guilty, whilst 4 say not guilty. I therefore declare this court to be in a state of disaccord, and order the trial to continue. Beautiful. Just plain beautiful. What you gotta say, my good little man? You have spoiled the bouquet, Mr. Shakespeare. Oh, what you gotta say yourself, Mr. Punchable Face? Pretty sure those things are plastic. Those gems are plastic. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury now find that they are unable to trust you, the victim. Something to say for yourself, Mr. Shakespeare? But you gods will give us some faults to make us men. So God mend me, I do swear. This gasman speaketh that which concerns him most, not but gas, not but thin air. Aye, it burneth bright a while, but it hath no substance, and it doth reek foul. Oi! What do you say? Do I take it, Mr. Shakespeare, that you deny the allegations of gas thievery? Most heartily, my lord. Hast thou forgot? I am as a seraph, an angel, noble of mind, sweet of nature, and verily, honest of heart. You flowery-mouthed pompous beanhole! Just 'cause I haven't got the evidence yet! Mr. Shakespeare, if, in fact, you are not noble of mind, sweet of nature, or honest of heart, if you are a liar, then your testimony should have no sway in this courtroom. It is my considered opinion that at the present time, no other possible culprit of this crime has been identified. All testimony heard by the court thus far heavily implicates the defendant. In short, it would not be unreasonable at this stage for me to rule on the case. Oh, what? No. Wait. Hold up. You can't do this to me. No. Please, no. Oh my God. However, in light of the fact that the jury has expressed concern about the fidelity of this witness, I believe it will be inappropriate for this court to not pursue the point further. Objection! What do you got to say for yourself? I assure you, my lord, that it would be a waste of the court's time. The gas and this case are unrelated. Juror number 4. Yes? Didn't you say before that although you had no hard evidence to prove this man has been stealing gas, you have strong grounds for suspecting him? That's right, we do. Don't we, worker? Absolutely, Lady Quimby. Gasman's honor. Very well then. We will hear your testimony now. You will tell the court precisely why you believe the victim, Mr. William Shakespeare, has been stealing gas. Yes, my lord. It will be my pleasure. If I may, my lord. Go ahead, madam. This worker's testimony may have significant bearing on the good name of my husband's company. Therefore, I would like to take the stand alongside him in a supervisory role, if you don't mind. Woo! Oh yeah! To the party! Yeah! I just had to do that. Oh, look at him. Why is he so happy? I don't even want to know, but he's so happy. Very well. As an exception, I shall honor your request. Thank you, my lord. You're right to the baskets, you dear fool! Always gotta stand my words! I wonder if that came out right. So, you will both testify before the court on the subject of the illegal consumptions of the Altamont Gas Company's fuel. Yes. Is that clear, my good man? Clear as Altamont Gas, my lady. She's the clearest in the world. Okay. Let's see how this works out. Do you think the gas has gone to his head, Mr. Sato? Oh my god. Oh, I forgot how fun this thing is. I think the man is just a very dedicated employee, Mr. Naruhodo. No, I think I'm with Naruhodo here. Just saying. Alright. The Ultimate Gas Company's investigation. Let's go. I'm proud to be the company's ace and brand I'm proud to be the company's ace and branch investigator and meter money collection agent. Altamont gas meters accept through penny bits, each coin giving customers about 2 hours of gorgeous gas. And yet, the meter in Mr. Shakespeare's room didn't have a single coin in it. The meter doesn't appear to have been tampered with, though, and the collection agent has the only key. Somehow, he's using all the flaming gas he wants without paying a penny. If that's not TV, what is? Pray forgive the discourtesy. The irrelevance of this testimony caused me to turn to my hallowed chalice. Yeah, you're gonna get drunk. Go ahead, get drunk. Okay, if you'll excuse me, I have to do something for like 2 seconds and I will be right back. I'll leave you with Uncle Van Six. It'll be just a sec. All right, we are almost back. That was just a little side question. Okay. What do you mean by that remark, Lord Van Six? Did the mustachioed Nipponese poison the gangling excuse for an actor, or didn't he? That is all that should concern this court, and yet now we must listen to this abhorrence. Boom! Clearly, what separates the vast British Empire and your Eastern Island nation is more than geographical distance. You seem to be angry at something, and you don't seem to understand how this case is gonna go. But this could turn out to be crucial testimony. The cross-examination must go ahead. He's like, I'm done. Look at it. Do what you will. Lord Van Six appears to be in a violent mood. Yes, he does. Attempted poisoning and an incident of gas theft with no supporting Is it the gas? Was he poisoned by the gas? Is there a gas leak in the room? Wait, no. Let me look at the court record real quick. I don't think that's the case though. Because he took a small quantity of strychnine, so I'm gonna say no. I am worried about this though. When is that gonna come into play? Let's see. It's true that they would appear completely unrelated at first glance. But I wonder, the truth tends to be buried in the most unusual places. And the first step in uncovering it will be to establish just who and what this man really is. Do I have a clue about who this man is? Absolutely not. But we'll see. Okay, so let's try and find something. Okay, so tell me more about this, just in case. Does that mean you enter people's houses in order to empty their gas meters? I do. have to try to catch people when they're in. Then I ask permission to come inside and do my business. Does that mean you've been into Mr. Natsume's room before as well as Mr. Shakespeare's? Well, now, interesting you should bring that up, because I wouldn't believe how little money it was in his meter. I mean, how the pair of them survived the winter is beyond me, it really is. Knowing Mr. Natsume, he probably spent all his gas money on books. And when he's finished reading them, he probably burns them for warmth. Will you kindly reiterate your statement about the gas meters themselves, Mr. Meterman? Not much to say, really, but as you wish. Ultimate gas meters, except 3 penny bits. Okay, it's going to give customer about 2 hours of gorgeous gas. Let's see about that. So all London houses that have gas supply are fitted with these gas meters, aren't they? They're the latest model. The height of technology developed by our company, Altamont Gas. And anyone who uses our gas will have one of these meters in their property, yes. So if a 3 pence coins gives 2 hours of gas, most people would use about 3 coins a night? A bit more than that usually. If they have both gas lights and a gas stove, that is. Alright, thinking about it, Sasuke-san doesn't have a fireplace in that room of his, does he? Some people still choose to use candles, of course, and only have gas for heating. Ah yes, I do remember seeing candles in Mr. Natsume's room, actually. And how does the money in the meter get back to you at the gas company? Every 3 days, gasmen like me visit properties on the gas supply and empty the meters of coins. I must say, the design and manufacture of the new meter cost the company an awful lot of money. But happily, it did put a stop to people not paying their dues, for the most part. Because they have to pay in advance, you mean? Yes, exactly right. Prepaid gas. Please let that never be a thing. Please let that never be a thing. And yet, the meter in Mr. Shakespeare's room didn't have a single coin in it. Hold it. So, out of interest, how long has this been going on? Weeks or weeks. He's been pinching gas off of us for ages. And you've examined the meter in Mr. Shakespeare's room, I take it. Naturally, we took it off the wall and went over it with a fine-tooth comb. And found nothing suspicious at all, I presume. No, I'm afraid we didn't. Which is exactly why I demanded a new type of meter to be produced. One with an indestructible look. The Shakespeare Special. Wow, you had to be a special kind of person to have that be named after you. Special kind of criminal. Mr. Shakespeare, this is too for you. Oof. That sounds like it would have cost an awful lot of 3 penny pieces. But even after all that, the rascal's meter was still empty. I'll never forget the humiliation. When I opened up the money box and found it bare. You what? I said. You what? And the look on your face. The smarmy smile of his. Yeah, that thoroughly punchable face. I'll probably never forget it for as long as I live. Pulled the meter straight out of the wall and took it back to the office. Well, you know what? Nothing. Oh, the threats of it being jammed up and anywhere. Not a single sign. And what's happening to my salary as a result? Down by 3 shillings a day, that's what? Oh, that's why he's so thorough with it, because if he doesn't get the payment, If something's going wrong, it's his head on the news. I'm so sorry, Mr. Meterman. Just a little bit shady, though. A life-threatening situation, in a number of ways. Incidentally, what became of that meter? Nothing became of it. I still got it. Oh. Right here. No wonder they call you Meter Man. Oh, I think it will be prudent for the court to sequester this item while the trial is ongoing. Yes, please, I want to see this. So gas meter, a meter that dispenses gas for a set time after a coin is inserted, it sports a very strong lock, developed especially with Mr. Shamspear in mind. Definitely. I'm definitely gonna take a look at it right now. Let's examine this. Oh, this looks... What the hell is... Please tell me then. Okay, so let's start with this. Okay, this is where the coin goes. Okay, that's a very sturdy looking padlock, isn't it? And the money box is sealed with... And the money box is sealed with beeswax too. So if Mr. Sholmes were to get up to any mischief, he'd be found out immediately. Mr. Naruhodo, mischief of that kind is not the sort of thing that Mr. Sholmes would... You know you didn't finish that sentence, didn't you? Well, anyway, it's understandable that the gas company would want to safeguard the money that's rightfully theirs. But it does feel a little over the top, perhaps, doesn't it? Yeah, it looks very unlocked. This is where the pipes will go for the gas. And then there's this little thing. What's this hole about? Oh, what's... You spotted something, Mr. Naruhodo. Just here. There's a little hole. Do you see? Goodness, you're right. I wouldn't have noticed. It's not a very neat hole, is it? Not professionally made, I'd say. So, you think it might have been opened up by Mr. Shamspear? Possibly. It seems the people at Altamont Gas must have missed it. Well, it certainly seems to go all the way through the inside. Yeah, there's no way a coin could fit in there. That's true, but even so, it seems more than a little suspicious. I'm gonna say, my theory is he has a stick. He pushes a stick in there and pulls whatever coin is there from there up back. For a second. So gas meter, and there's a tiny hole in his space. Thank you. So my theory is he has a stick, some sort of stick. Puts the stick in here to push the coin that he just inserted for the gas all the way back up here and takes it out. Simple as that. Well, it seems simple, but it just sounds so nerve-wracking difficult. But maybe he has a knack for it, so that's my theory about this. Alright, let's continue. Although at first glance, there doesn't appear to be anything unusual about it. Let's move this along, shall we? Continue with your testimony. So say it was as much value as the contents of that meter. Oof. Oof. Okay, so here's the thing. The meter doesn't appear to be tampered with, and though the collector agent has the only key. Okay. Let me read this. Let's see what it says. So there's only one key for all of your meters. Well, in truth, there's another key in the company vault that's at our main office. But even so, it has somehow managed to get a hold of a key. We'd know if the coin box had been open. Oh, how? I came up with a rather clever way to expose any little shenanigans as it happens. Would you care to explain? Give me a second. Sorry, had to sneeze. Well, now, in order to empty a meter, you have to unlock the padlock and remove the cover. But when I close the cover again, I stick a little beeswax seal on it, you see. A seal? Like the sort of thing you put in an envelope, you mean? Something like that, yeah. Basically, you can't remove the cover again without breaking the seal. Now, in the case of Mr. Shakespeare's meter, there were no coins inside at all. As I said. Oh my god, I got it! It's the soap! It's the soap! And the medallion? The medallion? What's the coin you use? What's the coin you... What? Medallion? Yeah. Yeah, we read this before. There's some sort of around this, some around a medallion. I just pressed the wrong button again! I'm an idiot. Wrong button. So yeah. This beeswax is not beeswax at all. It's probably this. The soap. I think that's a simple solution. He opens it and uses this bar of soap to... Oh my god. That's the reason. That's the way. It's super simple. So that would mean Mr. Shakespeare somehow managed to steal coins from inside the meter without opening it? It would seem so, but that would be impossible. Hold it! Oh no, I didn't want to do this. But it's okay. How do you know he's been using gas though? Well, now since I started investigating this bloke, I've been to his room more than a few times. And on every single occasion, his lamps have been blazing and his stove pounding. It's the middle of winter, and he still turns to me, sweat dripping down his cheeks, and says, "Get thee a nunnery. Get thee to a nunnery." Ah, Shakespeare. Well, that indeed. I wring the bloke's neck. I get all hot under the collar. Still, every time I open out a flaming meter, it's empty. It's robbing me of my salary too! What's wrong with the world? Where's the justice? But how can Mr. Shakespeare possibly be stealing the money? I don't understand. A simple explanation is right before your eyes. What? A toast to your eventually realizing that the gasman could be an accomplice. Ah! You what? Good lord! Eminently plausible indeed. Well, what do you have to say for yourself? Oh, please, Lady Quimby, I'm a faithful worker. And besides, with the money of a gasman's call, it doesn't tell you how much gas is being used. You talk your pay by the same amount. So you'd be stealing money only to have the same amount taken from your wages. Clearly that makes no sense. Perhaps it's a case of losing the battle to win the war? No! I'm not gonna stir up the hornet's nest! If I were stealing from the company, I'd be finished! It would seem there is no evidence to support the claims of thievery made against the victim, because Mr. William Shakespeare is innocent. Pray, forgive me if that shatters some illusion my learned Nipponese friend was clearly under. God. I have a theory. I don't have a theory. I have a lead. Certainly didn't expect to uncover another crime that looks like it's been taking place in the very same room. According to the testimony, it's only the meter in Mr. Shakespeare's room that's under suspicion. It does seem as though perhaps it has nothing to do with the incident involving Mr. Natsume. I know, it does seem that way, but the fact is, since I've been practicing law in England, I feel like I've encountered this at least once already. Cases that are interlinked. Oh? It might seem like two cases have nothing to do with one another at first, but in fact, they are intimately connected. Yes, you have experienced that before, haven't we? I wonder if this is another instance. Perhaps, but we can't be sure of that yet. If the Altamont Gas Company has been investigating Mr. Shakespeare so earnestly, there must be something to it. But then how has he been managing to steal their gas? Alright. So I think it's this one. I think this is the... So let's save real quick. And I think this is the one where you need to present. No, this one, where it says it hasn't been tampered with. But I don't think that's quite right.
Objection.
Lady Altamont, I'm afraid to say that this meter clearly does show signs of having been tampered with. What? Get away! I've been over and over that thing! I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with it! In that case, what do you have to say about the small hole that's been made at the base of the coin box? Oh, what? You're right! You're quite right! There is a hole there! The meters aren't supposed to have that! None of the others do! In other words, we can assume that Mr. Shakespeare secretly opened up this hole himself. Yes, I wouldn't be at all surprised. But why? Yeah, why? I mean, it's tiny. You're gonna get a fourth in through that. Lady Altamont, I wonder if you could give the course some more details about your meter design. What sort of details? Well, what I specifically like to know is... I think I have to go with the top choice here. How is dismantled? Because I think looking at the insides of this would help us know how this case will help us know more about how he's been able to circumvent it. How can a meter be dismantled? Dismantled? Yes, given that there are no signs of it having been forced. I'm wondering if perhaps rather than being broken open, it might have been taken apart. Well, yes, that does make some sense. The padlocks are made by a first-class locksmith from the finest quality steel. And the meter box itself is made from a plate steel as well, welded shut to ensure that it can't be opened again. I can assure you, it's quite impossible to dismantle it. Woohoo! Yeah! Nothing leaks from an Altamont meter! No coins, no gas, no nothing! I'm having a little too much fun with this guy. I see. The witness will amend her formal testimony with that information in case it is pertinent. As you wish, my lord. All joints in the meter are welded shut, and the lock is made from solid steel. There's no way to dismantle it. Alright, I want to do not present. I want to examine this. So it says that it cannot be dismantled. And what are this? This is actually screws. There's no way to dismantle it, my butt. Unlike the voices you do for each character. I try, but sometimes it's a little bit it's a little bit challenging. Oh yes, this is fun. I don't pretend to be. I'm not gonna pretend I'm a professional voice actor. I'm not in the least. But these are screws, so this can be dismantled at some point. There's nothing. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna press B. Let's press on this one. Let's see what she says about this. Has anyone ever tried? Oh yeah, they tried. But they've all given up before long. After all, if they actually broke the meter, the company would be able to take legal action. Yes, that makes sense. What do you think is Naruhodo? Is its welded steel construction significant? Or perhaps there's some other aspect of the meter's construction we should be focusing on. Yeah, you might be right. Perhaps we should try a different tact here. Like asking about how the meter differentiate coins, for example? Yeah, let's go with that. How does the meter tell the difference between different coins? What do you mean? Well, for example, if someone were to put in a 1 penny coin, that wouldn't work, presumably, would it? No, of course not. So, well, how does the meter know that the coin it's being fed is a true penny bit? Ah, I see what you're getting at now. The meter tells coins apart by their shape and size, which includes their thickness. A true penny bit is about 3/4 of an inch in diameter, you see. Other coins just won't fit. I see, it's clearly being very well thought out. The witness will amend her formal testimony with that information, in case it is pertinent. As you wish, my lord. Okay, so... the exact diameter or thickness of a true penny bit, nothing else would fit. Okay, now I have something to worry about, because how thick is this? Let me see real quick. Assuming right quick. That looks kind of thick. It's a little bit thicker than that, so... What if you were to trick that? Oh, wait, a simpler solution! What if you had a stick that's about the same thickness as a coin? So, he would stick the stick in there, and he would trick the coin operator into thinking, oh, a coin has gone through, let's activate the thing. I think that's what's going on. Push stick in, trick the coin operator here, and the coin operator thinks, oh, it's got a coin, let's give this guy 2 hours of gas. Ah, keep pressing the wrong button. Sorry. Let's see. Wait. I'm gonna press this. Let's see what I can get from this. But conversely then, it would seem that anything matching a 3-pence coin exactly in terms of diameter and thickness could equally be well used. Would that be true? Well, yes, in a way. The weight comes to it to a certain extent as well. We've thought of that though. Anyway, if you find any fake coins inside the coin box when I empty the meter, the contract says the consumer has to pay 100 times the amount that they did as a fine. We'll live for moments like that, old Gasman too. We'll live for them. Oh boy. Oh, it will seem the gas company has thought of everything. Woohoo! Hooray for gas! Hooray for cash! Ultimate all the way! That's quite enough of that. What? I like it. I want to do it again. Please. Also, I noticed that her design is essentially a queen bee. Wait, what's her name? What's her name? Queen Bee Altamont. Of course. Her name is Quimby. Beautiful. Remind me how big are through pennies bits? About 3/4 of an inch across. Pull up, 3/4 of an inch. Oh, spot of soap. There's a circular depression about 2 centimeters across. Okay, we are doing calculations now. All right. Centimeters to inches. So 2 centimeters is about 3/4 of an inch. I think we found it. Or 3/4. Do you think? We did find the soap at the scene, didn't we? Yes, there were 2 bars on that little ledge just outside the window. So we took this one. But I'm sure that when we first found it, there was some sort of reddish medallion in the middle there. I remember it clearly. Yes, but there's no sign of it now. Where could it have gone? There's a 2-centimeter diameter circular depression in the middle of one surface. I think we got it. I think we got it. I was wondering when this one was gonna come to play. What do you think, Ms. Naruhado? Is this 2-centimeter measurement significant? Or perhaps there's some other aspect of the meter's construction that we should be focusing on? Okay, let's see. Nope, Let us return to the testimony. Of course, my lord. As I was saying, ultimate meters are unsurpassed. They can't be manipulated. Oh, how wrong you are, and I am about to show you why. Alright, I think I know where I need to present this, but of course, as always, I save before, just in case I do the wrong thing. Alright, let's present. I'm sorry, darling, but your design is not as flawless as you think. Objection. Let me just confirm something here. If the diameter and thickness were to be correct, and the weight, the meter would accept any object as if it were a through penny bit. Is that correct? Yes, that is correct. Well, by something of a coincidence, while we were investigating Mr. Shanspier's room, we found a particular item that matches the dimensions perfectly. Something the same size as a threepenny bit? What was it? The item in question is this. What? Have you been inhaling gas? That's a bar of soap! Oh. My god. Oh, the world never stops dunking on Ryunosuke. It certainly looks nothing like a threepenny bit, I must say. Looks like I'm gonna have to point out exactly what I mean here. What's so important about the soap is this part over here. Right here. You have to turn over the soap to see what I mean. Are you referring to that round depression in the middle of the soap there? That's right. A depression that's approximately 3/4 of an inch in diameter. Or, in other words, almost exactly the same size as a threepenny bit. Get away! Does anyone here having the possession of a threepenny bit? Quickly now, hand over your coins, ladies and gentlemen! Are you trying to get people to bribe you? It sounds rather like highway robbery, isn't it? Oh, the judge. Phrasing, please, my man. Phrasing. Thanks to a kind member of the public in the gallery, I have here a threepenny bit. Now to see if it fits. My word! It couldn't be more snug! Yes, as I suspected. This, without a doubt, is a vital clue to explain how the Ultimate Gas Company is being defrauded. Oh, I don't believe it! And here we go! So, your assertion amounts to what? That some inferior bottle soap has a tentative connection to the theft of gas. Yes. The depression in the soap was clearly made by a threepenny bit. Almost concurrently is that pushing a coin with some force into a poor quality bar of soap such as this is a remarkably simple way of replicating the coin's shape. And then you could use, well, some melted wax or something to pour into the mold. You could make 5 coins in no time. brings all the pieces of the puzzle together. It's a method Mr. Shakespeare has been using to steal the gas. That's the missing link. I know in the back of my head I'm thinking, where does this link to the poisoning? But I have to figure this out. Wait a minute. 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 I have a question. I have a question. What is this bar of soap made out of? He is insane sometimes. I tell you. He is thoroughly insane. Okay, give me a second. I'll be right back. Gotta do something. In like 2 seconds. Don't worry about it. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. So, let's continue with this. Okay, so we know the missing link. The question is, what does it have to do with... Okay, so my theory, right now. This guy ingested a small quantity of strychnine. When he was found here, he was foaming at the mouth. I don't know what you are made of, but you might have some small amounts of strychnine. I think that bar soap may have some small amounts of strychnine. So what happened is this guy... Oh my God! Look at this! This is not water! That's wax! That has to be wax! He's melting the wax from the circle of... He's making like coins of soap. Putting them here to get gas. And then as it goes... Either as it goes hot, or maybe he has like something else to make this go hot. So it melts the soap. And then the soap wax falls here. And whatever is still solid, he eats up, so there's no evidence of the crime. He eats it, but that might be poisonous to him, and that's why he fell ill. I may be wrong, but that might be it. This guy is eating soap. He's actually eating soap. I hope I'm right, because... Okay, here we go. And now, if I follow the chain of thought, it's going to bring me to a new explanation for what happened that nobody's considered yet. But this is all nonsense! If the man had been making fake coins, my worker here would have found them when he emptied the meter. Quite true, Lady Altamont. In the absence of some black magic that could make them disappear. I see. That's what we're dealing with, is it? There is one form of black magic that would cause the fake coins to disappear into thin air, yes. Exactly. And the meter here gives it away. What on earth? There are remnants of the magical method used, visible on the gas meter taken from the victim's room. If that is your assertion, counsel, the defense will identify these remnants for the court at once. Where on the meter can the remnants of the method used to make the fake coins disappear be seen? Simple, and I think I'm right. It's right here, isn't it?
Got it!
It's the hole. We found this bar of soap at the scene of the crime, just outside the victim's window. Outside? Yes, outside, where you yourself, Mr. Meterman, were loitering in the freezing winter air. That's where we found this soap. Oh, I get it! That's right. The answer, of course, is ice. What? No! No way! This is... Okay, this is different than I thought. I mean, it still works, but... I mean, it's a little bit simpler than I would have thought it would happen, because, you know, Ace Attorney always goes wild. That's why I thought of the wax soap thing. Ice still works. Ice might still work. Do you say ice? Mr. Shakespeare has been leaving soaps like this outside his window each evening, filled with water. After a night outside in the bitter cold, the water is completely frozen solid the next morning. Then he takes his fake coins of ice and fits them into the gas meter, giving him light and warmth in spades. As his room becomes very comfortably warm, the ice now inside the meter's coin box melts, turning back into water and draining harmlessly away through the small hole made in the underside of the meter. That is how, without leaving any evidence of his wrongdoing, this man has been stealing Altamont gas. Just like that. So simply. Is he trying to make us look like idiots? He's been fooling us all with some bars of soap and some water. That's right, madame. I don't believe it! It can't be true! Do you have any idea how much money was spent to develop that new meter? And now you have the audacity to suggest that a bit of soap and some water can render it totally useless? I'm fairly sure I didn't design it. Evidence! Sorry? I want evidence! If you're going to stand there and tell me our meters are rubbish, I want to see proof. She's very good at enforcing accountability, isn't she? Very well, Lady Altamont. If you like evidence, I'll provide it. What? Mr. Naruhodo, are you saying... Do you actually have evidence to support this theory? I did notice a trace of something that bothered me a little at the time. And I have a feeling that this theory we've come up with could now explain it. The evidence of evidence that substantiates the theory about how Mr. Shakespeare has been stealing gas is in the photograph, I do believe. I hope I'm right, because this case has taken a turn. This is the photograph of the scene at the point when the victim was discovered, taken by Inspector Gregson. And it clearly shows the remnants of the crime carried out by Mr. Shakespeare. What remnants? Here you can see the gas meter on the wall in Mr. Shakespeare's room. Now, look closely at the floorboards. Look closely at the floorboards directly underneath the meter. Oh, what is that? Some kind of grubby stain? Almost certainly, it's a water stain, resulting from the liquid that drained out of the hole made in the meter. if one coin gives around 2 hours of gas usage and the occupant was hitting his room in all his waking hours, we can imagine he would use around 10 of his fake coins each day. The melting ice inside the meter's coin box would have been dripping out almost constantly, leaving a stain on the floor. This is awful. And there's further evidence too. Mr. Shakespeare slumped over his table, apparently having consumed strychnine. And right there next to him is a bar of soap, broken in half. You're right. It would appear to me then, Counsel, that the man was eating the soap, was he? Pardon me for disagreeing with your lordship, but certainly not. He didn't beat around the bush, did he? In truth, Mr. Shakespeare was found with a fork in his hand. Meal soap is sounding increasingly likely. You meant to say he was using that fork to... Yes. To extract a frozen coin from the bar of soap. But the bar broke in half. So perhaps it didn't go very well. Good gracious! We'll see. Oh, he is so done. I know Van Six is so done with this. Honestly, I can't blame him. I still need to figure out how this case relates to the main case. Lord Van Six? I was throwing my hand up in despair and happened to catch my hallowed bottle in the way. Pray, forgive my maladroit mistake. What is the meaning of this, Counsel? Allow me to pose my learned friend a question. What exactly did you establish with your most recent cross-examination? Well, I've established, and listen closely, I've established that the word of the victim is not to be trusted. Simple. Anything else? That Mr. William Shakespeare is a liar and a thief. In other words, that his testimony is unreliable. Thank you, Susato! Oh my gosh, what would I do without you? That's it! That's exactly it! Very well, let us assume the man is a liar. Now allow me to pose another question. What possible difference does that make? Well, we know the suicide can be discounted. Scotland Yard's investigation revealed no sign of another vessel that contained poison. And on the night in question, there were no visitors to the room except the accused. The young gasman's testimony, which we have no reason to doubt, has confirmed that. Furthermore, the only possible way the poison could have entered the victim's body is via the tea. The court has seen no evidence whatsoever that suggests otherwise. This is looking bad. Even if William Shakespeare is the liar you claim him to be, these facts have been objectively established. There is no escaping it. Oof, this is not looking really good for us, I'm gonna say. Oof. This is not looking good. Well, hoping for a solution for this. Therefore, In light of these facts, the prosecution calls for an immediate adjudication. You. Ah! Oh, this is not looking good. Think. I liked my theory first that he was, the bar of soap that could have been poisoned that he was drinking to get rid of the evidence. That could have been easy. I guess the attorney doesn't like to do things easy. Order! Well, counsel, does the defense respond? How does the defense respond? Mr. Naruhodo! What was the point of that last cross-examination? Did it actually get us anywhere? Or did it make no difference at all, like Lord Van Six is saying? I want to believe that this has something to do with the main case. In which way, I am not sure. I'm thinking. How is it that this guy swindling the gas company has something to do with the poison? Think. No, that would implicate my no. No, let's think. Where could you also get I forget the name. I forget the name of the poison. Strychnine. Where could you also get strychnine? I'm gonna raise an objection. I have to raise an objection here. There's no other way. I have to raise an objection. Otherwise, what's the point? Alright. No! This isn't over! That's right, that's the energy we need, Ryunosuke. The defense will not rest! What? But, counsel, you successfully explained everything. You identified and substantiated the unscrupulous method employed by Mr. Shakespeare to consume gas. What more is there to discuss? Lord Van Six just highlighted 3 facts in order to make his point. But contrary to what he would have the court believe, not all of them have been objectively established at all. What are you trying to say, my Nipponese friend? At least one of these so-called facts is an assumption, mainly due to a lack of evidence. Ugh. Ooh, we got a punch in. Let's go. But the situation has changed now, following the cross-examination of the latest witnesses to take the stand. Don't be absurd. What is this nonsense? Yes. When you bring everything you've learned so far together and consider it as a whole, it's clear. There's a question that we now need to reconsider. Namely, okay. So, poison on the tea. Yeah, that's what I think. Poison on the tea. That has to be it. We've all been led to believe that the strychnine poison was afflicted Mr. Shakespeare was in the tea brought to him by Mr. Natsume. But that's conjecture at best. Objection! The victim has testified that nothing else passed his lips that night. There is no other possibility. And since there was no trace of the tea left at the scene, it couldn't be tested for traces of the poison. Objection! As I said, the situation has... Oh my god! I got it now! So, in the past, this thing has something in here, but now it doesn't. It was a brownish thing, which we thought was a coin. But now we knew it was ice. But what brownish thing could turn into ice but tea? By the way, let me get a little bit sip of tea. Okay, so what Mr. Shankspeare did was not drink the tea, but turning into ice coins to do the thing that he does best, steal gas. So if he did that, if he didn't drink the tea, but instead turned into ice, then that's perfect, because that means he didn't drink the tea. That means that that means that he is sorry. That means that, you know, we can take away the possibility that, you know, he was poisoned by the tea, and Mr. Natsume could walk away free. Because in fact, some of Mr. Natsume's tea was left at the scene, and a particular piece of evidence proves it.
Objection!
A ludicrous claim. Scotland Yard detectives investigated the scene exhaustively. What evidence are you suggesting they missed? The defense has made a bold claim indeed. Very well, counsel. Present your proof. What evidence from the scene of the crime can tell us about the nature of the defendant's tea? Let's see. I'm not gonna present, I'm just gonna examine. Not you guys. Not you. Not you. I think it's the thing is this. I think it's the thing. Let's do this. Wrong button.
Take that!
What exactly is this piece of evidence supposed to reveal about Mr. Natsume's tea, counsel? Well, I suspect it may possibly be related to the tea in some very small way if we dig deep enough. Swing and a miss! Then you will be digging for a very long time indeed, my learned friend. Oh, even at the bottom of the deepest chasm, you will find that no sense in that absurd assertion. Well, I totally missed the mark there. Sometimes I wish I could disappear in a deep chasm to escape his deep sarcasm. Well, that wasn't what I wanted to do. I mean, it was my original idea, but now I had to think of what else can we do. So, what evidence from the scene of the crime can tell us about the nature of the defendant's tea? What from the scene of the crime? This is the books. Yep. Just the soap, perhaps? Let's try the soap.
Take that!
Good gracious! The soap again? The same bar the victim used to fashion his coins of ice? Yes, that's right, my lord. It's just come back to me. Something about when we first found this bar of soap at the scene yesterday. It's more bars of soap. Soap? What are the bars of soap doing lined up in the ledge outside the window? And I'm quite certain that when we originally stumbled upon these bars of soap, there was actually a frozen coin in each bar. So you discovered a gas thief's coin factory. Fascinating. In a way, yes, but there's more. the coins we found in the bar soap at the time weren't normal ice. There was something strange about them, you mean? Exactly. Something very obviously strange. They were red. The ice was red? No, you mean? Mm-hmm. That's right. It's obvious to me now. The fake coins in the soap were made from frozen tea! Oh, yes, we're there. We are there. We are there. Ugh. What? Would I remind the court of a statement made by Mr. Natsume earlier in the trial? That evening, yes. I did take some freshly brewed tea with me when I visited Mr. Shakespeare's room as a gift. The public water pump outside always freezes at night, so I bought bottled water specially to make it. And this is the result! Never will I touch tea again! Never! Oh yes, I believe it. There had been a snowfall that day. It was particularly cold. Sadly, on such occasions, the poorly constructed water mains in the East End are prone to freezing. So, on the night in question, Mr. Shakespeare, having no running water to use, was forced to use the tea brought by Mr. Natsume in order to make his fake coins. My word! Well done, Mr. Shakespeare. Well done. You almost had us all fooled. There were 2 bars of soap in the window ledge when my judicial assistant and I investigated the scene. That's right, and we only borrowed 1 of them. Which means that even as we speak, some of the defendant's tea is still present at the scene of the crime, frozen solid in a bar of soap outside Mr. Shakespeare's window. Extraordinary! Earlier today, Inspector Gregson informed the court that if even 1 drop of the tea remained, Scotland Yard would be able to analyze it for poison. As such, we are now in a position to prove or disprove what has until now been mere conjecture by finding out for sure whether or not Mr. Natsume's tea actually contains strychnine at all. Oh my gosh, I'm actually getting giddy. I'm actually getting giddy. We are getting to the bottom of this. Ugh. You smug Nipponese. What are you gonna do, huh? Your xenophobia is not gonna save you now, Van6. Now take that and shove it. My lord, we cannot do the defendant the injustice of passing judgment now. The police should be dispatched to recover the remaining bar of soap from the scene at once. And the defense requests a thorough analysis of the frozen tea embedded in it to determine whether or not it contains any poison. Bailiff! Bailiff! Instruct the police to attend the scene at once. Yes, my lord. Understood. Oh, please, please. This case has to stop at this point. You will see we have no choice but to suspend these proceedings for the time being. I trust you have no objection, Lord Van6? None, my lord. Scotland Yard will recover the tea from the scene and carry out the requisite tests immediately. The trial will resume at the same hour tomorrow. Oh! We are having a second day. That has never happened in this case before. Like, I thought for sure that we were going through the case to the end. Huh. I thought we were gonna have like maybe an hour or something. You know, like they were gonna be an hour and then we're gonna resume the case, in-game hour, I mean. But no. The prosecution and defense may conduct further investigations as appropriate in the interim. Yes, my lord. I see. This guy doesn't want to talk to me. Hey. Well, We managed to scrape through the here somehow. Thank you, councils. Court is adjourned until tomorrow. Oh my god, we actually did it. We actually made it through the day. Yes, let's save. Woo. So, I need to calm down a little bit. That was intense. That was really intense. So. Oh boy, that was fun. That was exciting. Oh boy. So it seems that this case is gonna go for longer than I originally thought it was going for. My word. I need to rest. I need to rest a little bit. I didn't think this case was gonna end like this right now, because if it had, I would have probably wanted to go on for a little longer last time. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I want to stop the stream right here at this moment. And because of that, I want also to go to a certain friend of mine who I just noticed. Let me see if they're still alive. No, they're not actually. They were live when I was live, and I just noticed that I got a sub to their. That's not it. They were live when I was live, and they just stopped streaming. That's fine. We're just gonna go to. Yes. Nope, that's the wrong button again. Let's go visit Harmony. Oh, what the heck was that? Sorry. There we go. Let's go say hello to Harmony. She's playing Kirby? Yeah, she's playing the Curb. Alright, let's send her some love. And I want to say thank you so much for watching, whether it was live or on the VOD. Next week, Saturday, hopefully we're gonna come into more Ace Attorney. We're gonna investigate a little bit more for this case, and please come back. We're gonna start at around 5ish to have some Mario Karting with my friend Gobi, aka Blazing Aura. So we're gonna be doing some Mario Kart at around 5. That's in like an hour and 15 minutes from now. So in an hour and 15 minutes, we're gonna do some Mario Karting as well. So, hope you have a wonderful, fantastic day. See you later, Shizu. See you later, everybody. Bye.